Good morning and welcome to Real Talk with Tamara. As you guys come into the room, please hit the like button. Also, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. I hope that you guys are doing okay on this morning. I know that I am. I always express the importance of hitting the like button because the like button helps to keep the video on the algorithm, okay? So like, share, subscribe, comment, all of those great things, child. I thought I was going to be able to let her look at her little cartoon. But as soon as I got on here, she been quiet as a mouse. As soon as I got on here, she started talking. So we have to let her be the star too, okay? She is the star, okay? She's the star of YouTube, okay? I want to do a little short video, and I was sitting here thinking as I was looking at, cartoon with my grandbaby, how to move forward in our community, and this is necessary to move forward. I think about how it's income tax season, right? And I'm not trying to tell people how to spend their income taxes, but I think about like how a lot of these young ladies, they get thousands and thousands of dollars, upwards of I've heard of some getting $15,000, and it's amazing to me how they get $15,000 in 1 month, and then in a month or so, $15,000 is gone. I see them on YouTube or on Facebook. They've already started because I guess they're getting loans on it, on their money. Start, going to restaurants every single day, eating steaks and stuff. Bragging about they spending $50 and $60 on steaks. I guess a lot of them never eaten steaks before. But it's in order to move forward in our community. I get to thinking about, a lot of these girls can do hair, stuff like that. They don't bother to take that money and save it, because if you get $15,000, if you save it in 2 years, you save this year and next year you have 30 G's. They could get their licenses, and they can go and get them a shop, pay down on them a shop or something like that. And I get to thinking about, like, it's a lot of money that come through our community, and it's unfortunate that with the resources that a lot of us get, we don't know what to do with those resources. And then too, in order to move forward, a lot of us are gonna have to, you have friends and stuff that you really mess with, right? And when they're trying to do something, especially when they're trying to start businesses, because a lot of people want to start businesses. I always talk about how, it's okay to pat a person on the back. It's okay to give them encouraging words, and that's a good thing, because encouraging words, you don't ever know when you speak life into somebody's life. You have a spirit where it's not a covetous spirit. You're not jealous hearted, but people need your support with your resources. And I say that all the time. If you have a friend and you see them trying to do something positive, if you have it, okay, if you have it, why not, say, what you got going on, even if you don't need it. Your friend is trying to start a boutique, walk up into the boutique, and it won't hurt you to spend $20 or whatever, because it takes money to keep a business going. Not the free 99 or the hookup or whatever. Support your friends. And so, when people say, well, I'm a budget queen. I'm a budget queen. So, I love my friend and I want to see my friend do good. But, I went over here because it costs me, they, whatever it is that they're selling is $1 less. Okay. So you drove way across town burning gas. You burned about $10 worth of gas going across town to pay $1 less when you could have just supported your friend. Like for me, when it's my friend's stuff, I understand business. So I understand, in order for them to make a profit, they may not, there a lot of black businesses are not connected with other businesses where they can go in business together, like the Asians, and buy stuff in bulks. And a lot of it, is generic anyways that they have in those supply stores. I don't like shampoo and stuff like that. I don't buy them up out of the supply stores. I go up in there. I might get me some gel or something like that. But um, I don't buy shampoo and important stuff. I might buy some grease or something like that. Um, and I don't really buy grease up out of there. Okay, I've started ordering my stuff. Um, I'm reading a message. I just found a little African American girl on Instagram. Believe it or not, I gotta say this. And she's from out of Jackson, Mississippi, and she makes wigs. And I had been looking at her because she was doing a young lady's hair who went viral. Okay, and when I was looking, I was like, I like her hair. And I was like, I need to get me some wigs and stuff made. So when I'm looking like Aquanisha, when I take the braids out or whatever, when I have other stuff going on, I could just pop a wig on top of my head. And I was like, but I don't want somebody that don't know how to really make them because I already have my own hair because I have to, I don't mean no harm. I just it's certain types of quality of hair that I wear, and I had been watching her. She's a young lady in her 20s, and just stalking her Instagram. She didn't even know it. I finally said something today. I was letting her know I had been watching her attitude when she posts her videos. I even found her Facebook page and was just seeing how she was on her Facebook page. Her attitude is so positive. I was like, I'm gonna go on and I'm up in the northern part of Mississippi, up in by Memphis. Y'all know I'm from Memphis. About five, I'm in Mississippi about 5 minutes from Memphis, 5 or 10 minutes. Stop, boo. And she's in Jackson, Mississippi, about 2 hours away. And I don't mind going down there and supporting her. I'll do it. I'll go down there once a month and let her do what is necessary, and support the young lady and see how I like it. She seems to be good on hair care, but that's what I'm saying. Like, and I don't even know what her prices are, but I know whatever it is, I like what I have seen so far, so I'm gonna pay it, right? I understand this is how she makes her living. I was saying, even yeah, I was saying, I believe it was yesterday. Sometimes I'm in the bushes of a lot of um, other content creators. Sometimes I just run up on them. Like last night, I was looking at some content creators on a reality show that I love looking at, right? And I was like, I had not seen these content creators before. Mhm. But I really, I just listening to them. I like their setup, and I like, you know, I like what I was listening to. Even when I didn't say anything. Oftentimes, I won't come in. I'll just stay in the bushes. But I understand how it works on YouTube. So what I did was, and what I do is like with content creators, rather, I've been watching their vlogs or not. If I tune into them and I like what I see, I'll send them a cash app, right? You know, because I understand how it is on YouTube. I've always understood the concept of business, and that is in order for businesses to survive, right? We have to support each other, and we have to support each other financially. That's what keeps the lights on. That's what keeps people thriving in business, right? And supporting them financially. We support everybody else financially. All other communities understand that concept. So when people say, well, um, the white people, they're able to make it, and the Asians are just, because they white. Their skin has nothing to do with it. It's got everything to do with their mentality. They understand that you have to support, right? With one of my businesses, I don't, the majority of my customers are Caucasian. Whenever they call me and I tell them my price and they say, let's proceed, I understand, right? That it ain't gonna be, well, can you come down? They're gonna proceed, they're gonna pay. Just like last year, and I had never, as long as I've been in business, I had always been able to take credit cards. Um, hey, I kind of believe that the young lady was hooked up with somebody on YouTube, and I started to move forward with doing some things to her. But I started looking at her history and stuff. She had then got carjacked and some more stuff. It came back on her, right? She paid with a credit card. I knew you was gonna do that. I knew you was gonna do that. That's the reason why I want to keep you. You almost fell off the couch. Oh, I'm glad I grabbed her leg. You stay over here next to me. Okay. Whew. Stay over here next to me. I had to grab her leg. I mean, she kept wanting to sit at the end of the couch. Look at look at how she's looking at me. Lord Jesus, I probably should have waited until she I should have waited until she left to do this video. Oh, she looking at me with a long face. I caught you. I caught you by your leg because you was a goner. Oh my God, I love my grandbaby so much, y'all. Oh, I love her so much. I be wanting to just eat her jaws up. But anyway, so she's looking at me with that long face. But anyways, you guys, but I had never, and this is why I say, like, we're with in our communities, we have to do better. I always was able to take credit cards, and other investigators were saying, you know, you're gonna get burned taking credit cards. And so one of the investigators said, well, you have certain types of customers. That's the reason why you're able to take it. But if I was you, I wouldn't do it. And sure enough, once we started promoting, and once YouTubers that was hating, I believe she was connected to a channel, right? And the bitch was almost in jail. Okay. But we started doing some research on her. She was at a pump in Memphis, a gas pump. She got carjacked and some more stuff. I was like, that karma already hitting her, right? As soon as I did her, I let her pay with a credit card, right? And then she checked back and said it had, her card had been stolen. And so I didn't proceed with it because they was like, go get a warrant. That's theft of services. Go get a warrant. And for some reason, I didn't do it. I didn't do it. See, God allowed me to give her grace even when she thought she was gonna do me wrong, and then she got that karma and still getting it. Because we could have did some. Because one of the other investigators wanted to do some real dirty stuff to it, and it would have been legal to do it, right? And but what I'm saying, I said that to say this: we have to do better. We don't respect each other's businesses. We don't, right? As long as I have been taking credit cards and stuff from other races, and I have all other races, and even with a lot of, some other black people, I never had any issues, right? But because we don't respect each other's businesses, a lot of us just want to get over. A lot of us are jealous, want to run scams and things of that nature. It keeps us behind, right? And as a result of that, I don't accept, you know, credit cards, and I do well from lawyers because I just accepted some credit card payments from a lawyer. Okay, but I already know that they're not going to play games with me. But we have to do better. It's necessary in our community, right? Support, truly support other black businesses, and stop saying, well, her stuff was $2 more, so I drove across town where you burn out $10 or $15 worth of gas getting over across town to pay $2 less when you could have just supported your friend anyways, right? Because she's not able to buy it in bulks, and oftentimes when what you're paying for is cheaper, but it's not, it's diluted, right? It's diluted. So it's necessary, y'all, for us to start supporting each other. If you see channels, and when I'm looking at other channels, I do not start typing into their chats and stuff, because I don't want them to think that I'm trying to steal their grind or promote my page or anything like that. If I like their message, I be in the bushes, I'll send them a cash app. I don't be wanting them to give me no shout outs or anything like that. I'm just strictly enjoying the message. Believe it or not, there are a lot of people on YouTube that's got a positive message, right? I'm starting to see that they have more and more channels are popping up where there are positive messages and people are not shooting each other down. They are not clicked up, and they have not gotten together, right, to try and destroy. There's a part of the Black community that is on YouTube that is starting to come up, that is not crabs in a bucket, right? They're not trolls, they're not scammers. I'm starting to see that rise up, right? Which is a good thing, right? Because the scammers and stuff up under investigation, they'll be gone soon, right? But in order for our community to do better, it's necessary, in order for us to move forward, we'll have to support each other, truly support each other. It costs nothing to support each other, right? Because when people have endeavors, you might have a gifting or something, right? And you might want to sell something. If you're supportive, people will be supportive back. If they're not supportive back, then you're in the wrong group. I stay in a group where people are supportive, right? Not only are they supportive, but they are more resourceful than me, right? And they don't mind giving out nuggets. I'd love to keep people around me like that. See, most people want folks around them where they feel like they the biggest and the smartest person. That ain't my type of group. I don't want that, because see, I want to be a millionaire, right? So I need to be around people that's always doing better than me, not to use me, but to be a student, right? To be a student. Now, when I get people around me and they go, can you show me this and that? Hey, that's cool. Except for when they call, when they call me, because I've had certain types of people. Well, how you gonna look up that information? None of your motherfucking business. This is my business. You think I'm gonna give you my source? Walmart don't tell you where they get their stuff from. So that's the reason why I'm able to get so much business, because the stuff that's on the internet is certain things that they can't put on the internet. So that's the reason why they got the hackers, thank God, that's up on the investigation, that's been helping them to set these folks up, get their locations, they get ready to go. Right? And so, like I said that to say this, in order, and I know I always get into that, right? I always get into that because it takes me back to older people in their 40s and 50s, right? That have created an atmosphere, and it's been going on even before I came back to YouTube, before I started being on here regularly. That created an atmosphere because of their jealous spirits and they old as damn dirt. Where they're participating in criminalistic activities, where they feel like they have the authority to hold other up and coming YouTubers back because they are talented. The day of that is almost over, right? So stop creating bad karma for yourself. Start being supportive. If we're going to move forward and rise up like other communities, we got to start supporting each other financially. Okay. Yes, I appreciate you. You're doing a good job. Give them a pat on the back. But understand, in order for businesses to move forward, they need resources. And that's something, as in Black communities, for some reason, that we don't want to do with other Black businesses. And when people say Black people just ain't got it, Black people spend more money than any other community every year. What was it? A few years ago, it was 2.5 billion every year. So we spending money. We just don't spend money with each other because we don't value each other enough. But then we want to talk about how the Black community can move forward, and we're single-handedly making other people rich. Why can't we do that in our own community and start building up Black Wall Streets? Because you can't stop the hand of God. If it's meant for a person to make it, if you have to have a heart attack and die, they're going to make it. If you think you're going to stand in the way and stop it, it'll happen. But why not create good karma? Because I'm going to tell you something, when you support people, if they right, they'll reciprocate that. That's the reason why I'm always lurking, watching to see who has real supportive spirits. I'll send people to them. I'll support them. I'll send them cash apps up under assumed names. It might not even come from Real Talk with Tamara because I don't even want them to know, right? But this is how we're going to be able to move forward as far as creating generational wealth. Change our mindset, unite, okay? Start valuing other Black people and other Black businesses and financially supporting each other. Okay. Anyways, I gotta do another video. I've been intending to do it since last night, but I had to finish up a report. This is my season of child. I've been having a lot of other things going on. Okay. Um, so I told y'all I have a season of when it's I have, but it's been coming in. Oh, y'all, excuse me. I got a head call. It's been coming in every aspect. Everything that I do has been plentiful. I'm talking about everything. So I kind of been busy a whole lot, but but that's how God is, because guess what? I'm a giver. I am. I'm a giver. And here's the thing too about people within our community. When you find people with a good heart, this is how I am. I go, dog, that person has a good heart, because I watch people all the time. And I go, I want to get, because it's becoming extinct, because it's everybody's for self. That's the reason why they ain't got a goddamn thing. Okay. Everybody for self. It's all about trying to see what you can get out of somebody and make a fool out of them, and that bad karma hitting them. So when people get to know me, they know I got a good spirit. And so instead of them saying she's got a good heart, this is a person that I would like to have in my circle, so that we can reciprocate helping each other. Because see, a lot of people are just takers. They will drain you. I know that attached, drain the spirit. I cut them off. Okay. I'm very into the spirit, right? But instead of saying, you know what, that such and such got a good heart, that's a person that I would love to have in my inner circle. Instead, people go, that's a nice person. They seem to be laid back. I wonder if I can bump their head. And that's the reason why their motherfucking asses ain't got shit. That's what happens in our community. People are always looking for somebody instead of saying that's a good person. Hey, that's a real person. That's a person that I'm going to. That's a relationship that I don't mind, having in my circle, or I don't mind building a relationship with that person based on them just being a good person. We can help each other. But instead they go, oh, I think, hey man, you know what? I think I can get something off of her. Maybe I can hear her, and I can be getting some resources, and you just fucked up. Okay, you just messed up, because number one, that bad karma gonna hit you. Number two, just because a person, because see, I watch people, and I won't say nothing, because a lot of times I be wanting to see who sent them and how far they'll go. I was talking to my sister Demon the other day. She was like, "Yeah, Tam," because she got that Chicago. She's like, "Yeah, Tam," but when they ain't, just clip it. I go, but you know what? It's the investigator in me. I be wanting to see and get to the root of it. What will they do? What are they into? And who sent them? I be wanting to know what they want. Why they chose me? Because I be trying to get to the root of the problem. Okay, so I can dig up the root, right? That's how I am. But in order for us to move forward, y'all, just like every other community, okay, it's necessary for us to unite, start respecting each other's products, start supporting each other. You see a channel, they doing their thing, send them a damn cash app. If it's however much it is, it could be $1. Help them. YouTube don't pay these folks nothing. I know I'm a YouTuber, don't pay a damn thing. And then a lot of times they don't even monetize you because they got a bunch of crabs in the barrels that's jealous of you, that's watching to try to strike at your channel so you can't be monetized. That's a lot of energy to put into trying to destroy somebody. There's a lot of sick folks on here, and they wonder. while they're miserable. They can't move ahead because that bad karma that they create is constantly hitting them in their damn forehead. And it's going to keep doing it until it puts them in their grave. Everything that happens to a person, you know, it ain't the devil. You know how people say, you know, the devil doing this now. A lot of the devil is a liar. He messing with me and my family now, bitch. A lot of it, you just reaping what you sow. You getting that karma. Okay? The devil ain't a lie. You a lie. You paying for a lot of what you did to people. Okay? But we have to unite, start respecting each other's products and each other's person, and then start, you know, helping each other. Yes, give encouraging words, but you need to also financially support your the people, you know, other Black people's products, right? We support everybody else. We make everybody else rich because Black people spend more money in the United States than any other community. Okay. But anyways, you guys, I got my clients calling. I want you guys to please like, share, and subscribe. Okay, I don't have a covenant spirit. Y'all see my phone be steady ringing. That's what happens when you a giver. That's what happens when you know, hey, I keep myself armed and loaded. I'm talking about on making sure that when something is hey, when I'm not making money in one area, I bet you my phone's gonna ring. I got five. I bet you one of them gonna ring for something else. So I've never had a covenant spirit on YouTube where I got to be jealous about making a dollar every per thousand view. I'd be a damn fool. And you got to be mentally insane to end up doing, right? But anyways, we'll talk about mental illness another time. Okay. Anyways, you guys, I want you guys to please like, share, and subscribe. If you would like to support the channel, you could definitely support the channel via Cash App.